Happy Friday. I know it's Friday night. I didn't forget about you. You know what I mean? Just been on the road, so by the time you see this, it may be tomorrow, it may be whatever. But had to come to one of the homies' weddings. But just wanted to say, first and foremost, thanks for tuning in this week. And even for all of the comments that got on my nerves, but that was cool. Because guess what? Everybody has their own opinion and I can appreciate and respect it. Not going to be on here long tonight because you see I'm holding the camera with my hand. All of the stuff is back at the house. But just a couple things I know we talked about this week. If anybody kind of paid any attention to it, a lot of the titles this week were based off of movie titles. So like Monsters Ball, Boys in the Hood, Stand and Deliver, all good movies from back in the 80s and 90s. But just in case you didn't pick up on it. Next week, we're going to have a shop addiction. So, want everybody to tune in for that. And just going to have some guys, married and unmarried, giving their opinion about how they feel about, just different situations, some of the things that we talked about and everything. And like I said, we're getting closer to our little $100 challenge. So, I appreciate everybody that has subscribed as of late. And, hey, listen, it's all love. It's just been a weird week. Some stuff that I was going to cover and talk about. I'm sure y'all didn't want to hear about BBL smells. We did cover the Carnival Cruise Line deal. So, talked about that a little bit. But the one thing I do want to talk about before I get off here, because, we're not going to make this too long and it's a little late, is that, just like for anybody else, even sometimes for me, you have weeks. You have weeks that are trying weeks. And, this was a trying week for me. But, just like with anything else, we keep going. We try to get through it, get a little shave, we behave, and we get better. Because just like you, I go through things too. We all go through stuff, right? But it's how we come back around is how things work out. Jay-Z had a good line where he said, some days you're up, some days you're down, but as long as you stay the same, it'll come back around. So as long as you stay the same, you stay on your grind, you put the work in, you do what you got to do, you will continue to thrive and to be better than what you are, even if you're not at a place where you want to be right now. Like even with me, it's a lot of other things I want to do, a lot of bigger things I want to do. And we're going to start this week too by, like I said, doing our shop edition. So I really want people to tune in and, try to have some deep thought, perspective things by other men. Because I think that it's important too. Like I love talking to you. I can sit here and talk all day and, play around and all this other kind of stuff. But the beauty of life is having varied opinions by people. Having opinions where people feel like they're heard. Like I said, even when people leave their comments, they may not always be great. But the one thing I do ask, is just be respectful. We can respectfully disagree. And I'm okay with that because, sometimes things are going to, not be the way I want it. You know what I mean? Somebody, which was funny, said something about they don't want to see my nostrils. Well, sorry, I got a big nose. That's the way it goes. All right. Let me see if I can get any closer. Woo. All right. So, but everybody has an opinion, including you. And I appreciate and I respect all of them. So what I'm going to do is, because I still wanted to come by because it's Friday, even though it's about to be Saturday in a little bit, hopefully give some inspiration. Like I said, I want all of you, go out this weekend, do something dope. Like I say, every weekend, go out and do something dope. Do something good for yourself. Even after you pay all your bills and everything, especially my friends back in Philly that are on strike. And, money might be a little tight because they know, you're only getting a little check coming up next week. Still, go out and do something good for yourself. Go out and say, you know what? Dang, I ain't had a good milkshake in a while. I ain't had a good water ice in a while. Or what you could do is say, yo, I did want to go out and get me a steak, but I don't want to tell my girl. So you know what? I'm just going to go out. Or maybe you just don't have enough for both of y'all. Real talk. So you just go out and you say, you know what? I'm going to go get me that steak dolo. I'm going by myself. And, if I bring something home in a doggy bag, then I'll be like, here you go, babe. You know what I mean? Warm that steak up. But that's what I want you to do. I want you to go and have fun because we only got one life to live. So go live it up. Have fun. I was thinking about this little trip that I took. I was like, man, do I want to take it? But you know what? I gave my man my word that I'd be here. And I feel privileged that he invited me to be at his wedding. So I'm here. So make sure also, too, you give somebody your word, you go, you show up. Because you never know what can happen. You never know what blessings can come upon you by just doing the right thing by somebody else. Because remember, even though as much as we like to think it's all about us, it really ain't. It's about a whole bunch of other stuff. So, but I'm just wanted to get on here and say that because you know what? Told you, you know what I'm saying? You roll and rock with me, that's what we're going to do. We're going to bounce it off of each other. And so I appreciate you. And so be ready for the shop addiction. I keep saying addiction. Do I want to be addicted to something? The shop edition next week. We're going to be filming from Butts Barbershop in Winfield in Philadelphia. So, you know, and then we're going to put together some footage and then run it all throughout next week. And I think it'll be interesting because you get, like I said, to see different guys' perspective. And then at some point, I want to bring on some ladies and get their perspective on some different things that, you know, are going on right now in society. But hey, until next time, I'm trying to think, what should we do? Oh, that's right. Live life. Don't let life live you.